Laura grew up wrapped in love, the soft kind, the warm kind, the kind that cushions life's harsh edges. Being the only girl in a family of two protective brothers, she was cherished like a rare jewel. Her parents adored her brothers shielded her, and everyone who met her felt the gentleness in her heart. She was their treasure, their pride, their little girl. At university, Laura met Kelly, a bubbly, outgoing girl who quickly became her closest friend. They studied together, shared secrets, laughed loudly in hallways, and spent weekends visiting each other's families. Laura loved Kelly like a sister. What she didn't know was that this sisterhood would one day tear her life apart. One holiday, Laura visited Kelly's parents' home. It just so happened that Kelly's uncle, Jacob, a man who had been working abroad for years, was visiting too. He was charming, mature, financially stable, and carried an air of responsibility. Kelly's mother immediately noticed how polite and graceful Laura was. She admired her instantly. And just like that, the matchmaking began. Kelly's mother believed Laura would be a perfect match for Jacob. She started dropping hints, facilitating conversations, gently nudging them toward each other. Before long, Jacob and Laura found themselves falling into a relationship, slowly at first, then all at once. Their families approved. Everything felt right. Within months, wedding plans were underway. The dowry was paid, Laura's parents gave their blessing, and a beautiful wedding sealed their union. Laura walked down the aisle believing she had found both love and a new family, a home she would nurture and bloom in. For a while, things were perfect. Less than a year later, Laura gave birth to a bouncing baby boy, a bright-eyed little miracle who filled their house with joy. Jacob was excited at first, present, affectionate, proud. But then something changed. Jacob grew cold, detached, distant. He snapped at small things, avoided conversations, and acted like Laura was an intruder, not a wife. Confused, Laura tried to understand. Had she done something wrong? Was he stressed? Was something happening at work? The truth was far more painful. It was Kelly. Yes, the same Kelly who had once been like a sister. Jealousy had sneaked into her heart. She had no suitors, no serious relationship, no path to marriage. Watching her friend loved, married, and building a family twisted something inside her. Bitterness took root, and so she started poisoning Jacob's mind. Kelly whispered lies, exaggerations, and fabricated stories, painting Laura as arrogant, wasteful, disrespectful, and ungrateful. She made him believe Laura was after his money, the very money he hardly shared. Her mother, Jacob's own sister, joined her. Together, they became a force of torment, harassment, and manipulation. They picked apart everything Laura did. They criticized her cooking, her dressing, her job, her parenting. They invaded her peace, embarrassed her, belittled her. And Jacob, he sided with them every time. He never defended his wife. He never protected his home. He allowed his sister and niece to tear down the woman who had given him a son. The worst blow came the day Laura was admitted to the hospital. In the same town, just minutes away, Jacob never came to see her, not once. But her parents and brothers traveled from far away to be by her side. They sat next to her bed, heartbreak in their eyes, wondering how their little girl ended up in a marriage that treated her like she didn't matter. That was the day something broke inside her. It was the day she realized her marriage was no longer a home, just a place of pain. Shortly after recovering, Laura packed her belongings and walked away. Not with anger, not with insults, just with tiredness. Deep, bone-heavy tiredness. She left the marriage that friendship had destroyed. And that was it. Jacob never reached out, never asked for reconciliation, never fought for her. He simply let her go. Their only connection became their son, nothing more. Jacob supported him financially, attended school meetings, provided what the child needed. But with Laura, he remained distant, silent, detached. Years passed, and during those quiet years, God wrote a new chapter for Laura. She met a loving man, a man who cherished her, nurtured her, protected her, and understood her worth. A man who treated her son as his own. A man who helped her heal without demanding she forget. Today, Laura is the mother of two, her son with Jacob and a beautiful daughter with her new husband. She has found joy again, peace again, laughter again. Her story stands as a reminder. Sometimes marriage is not a blessing. Sometimes the enemy isn't a stranger, it's a friend. Sometimes love doesn't fail, people fail. But life doesn't end where pain begins. Laura's life proves that walking away is not failure. Starting over is not weakness. And even after betrayal, there is still love, still hope, still a future. Her ending is not tragedy. Her ending is triumph.
If you love real-life stories like this, hit subscribe, like, comment, and let's keep walking through these journeys together.